The intro's playing.
We were not in. What? What am I doing?
What did I do?
Yes or no? What are you doing?
Just telling you what to do.
We're live.
We're live. Look at this guy in his
Get in there, Ryan.
Jacket.
I wear it all the time anyway.
You see this? We're trying to protect this, or at least give all of these people in Collinsville the opportunity to make the decision themselves about who their mascot is, including Granite City over here. We've got television, Channel 4 and Channel 5 out here talking to some Granite City Warriors. You can't really tell here as much, but there's a lot of Mascots here is also in Collinsville. They're all purple. Very purple event, but it's a red, white, and blue event. And we're going to get started with the rally here in just a bit. I think we got about 100.
Another elected official I want to give a shout out to.
People out
He's
here
a
right
warrior.
now. The Blues are playing.
Nick Kovacic is here. Thank you so much for being here.
I don't know. Nobody wants to know because everybody wants to watch it on.
How can you watch a game on delay? I can't do it.
Maxwell just told me he's watching it. He's recording it.
Maybe some people can tell us on.
Yeah, just say it. Say it.
Yeah, tell us in the chat. But we're out here for a good cause, and we're just asking the state to recognize local control when it comes to our high school mascots. A lot of heritage, a lot of honor and respect that goes in with cheering for your high school mascot. It represents so many people, generations that have graduated from these schools, and they're just asking the Illinois Senate. There are two bills. One that has to do with the Freeburg Midgets. The other has to do with Native Americans' use as mascots, and we're basically just here saying, let us have local control over these issues, and if it's an issue that the community and the taxpayer wants to fix, we'll fix it. If it's not, is there anything else in the state of Illinois you can spend your time trying to fix? That's what we're asking. So we got about 150 people out here, a few people still coming in. There's Amy Elliott, state representative.
We want to give another shout out to a K-Hawk alum and elected official. Dan Carey is here from Caseyville. Thank you for coming.
All right, we're going to walk around. I'm going to see if I can find some people to talk to.
All right, if we could gather all around the 50-yard line, we want a tight group for a really good picture, all right, to send up to Springfield. So come on down here and we'll gather around this area here around the 50. We'll get things going here in just a moment.
Hey guys, I do want to let you know that I would be reading your comments, but your comments are blocked by something that says share your referral link, which I don't know what it is, but I can see that Captain Planet said something, but I don't know what it is because it's completely blocked off. Flying up no ceiling when we end our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. There's Channel 4. Oh, you can see it? What's he say? Oh, he said, what's up? All right, so Terry has her phone, and she's going to be feeding me comments. I gotta follow Ryan now. Or you need me?
Well,
you need me up.
Be standing over there, so I figured we'd come over here.
We need to be up front.
Yeah.
So they can see the Freeburg Midgets. Mighty Midgets. It's in the air, it's in my blood. This is what the other side looks like. It's all the media staring in at us. Ryan, say something to the people.
Hey, how many people am I talking to?
About 61 right now, but it keeps climbing.
What's up? What's up, 61? Did we find out what the score of the Blues game is yet?
No, I don't know. Okay, what is the score?
4-1 under the second.
4-1 who?
Us.
Blues.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
Give me a Let's Go Blues.
We knew we were contending with that a little bit by being here today this time.
You know people. Help me pull people aside and we'll talk to them a little bit about what they're here for. And
They're calling the over there. You would talk to him. But they're going to probably start talking to him.
yeah. So right up there is where the speakers are going to be. And then we've got several state reps, people from the school.
Walk over here with me.
I follow Ryan.
Yes, sir. Talk to you a little bit about
Hey!
why you're. Who are you?
I'm Paul McNeese, County Board Rep in Maryville, Collinsville 23. Hillbilly, P1237. Me and Linda Wolf, another county board rep, we're working on a resolution to say Madison County does not approve that. Hopefully that helps get us out of silliness.
Yeah.
Because obviously, look, the people, they've spoken all over here. They came here to fight for their mascot name. I mean, the state's regulating our ability to name mascots.
So Paul represents Madison County, which Freeburg isn't in Madison County, but Granite and Townsville mostly are. And who else? Mascots is not.
Mascots is not, yeah.
But Madison County is important, very, very important county because that's where Madison St. Clair is really the majority of the population of Southern Illinois.
Yes.
And he is going to be putting together a resolution, like you just said. I'm just repeating it.
Yeah, put together a resolution just saying how we don't approve of this. I think it'll pass
Madison
across
County.
party lines.
Yeah, I do too.
good.
I do too. That's what's nice. I have no idea
Welcome,
what
ladies and
party everybody
gentlemen, to
is, but
Chaos Stadium
we're
here in
supposed to be bipartisan today.
Collinsville.
So.
I want to thank you guys for coming out and filming this.
Yeah,
Awesome.
really important.
K-Hawk Stadium announcer and CHS class of 99 graduate. Y'all look great down there, I just will say.
It's
I
a
would
real
like to
small picture,
sincerely
guys,
thank
but that
each and
person
every one
in
of
the
you so
red
much
is
for
Annie.
attending. Whatever district you may be here, you're showing your pride and showing it enthusiastically. We are here for the same reason. Let me ask, who is here for saving millions of taxpayers' dollars on unnecessary changes? Who is here and thinks the decisions like this should be left up to those communities it serves? And who is here for saving our own history and heritage and for saving our school's mascot? Welcome to Saving the Mascots Rally, and let's keep this enthusiasm high for this pep rally so they can hear us in Springfield. Now, if you're not already standing, please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we show respect for the country that we love with the playing of our national anthem.
We got 97 people watching now.
All right, now to get things officially kicked off, first I would like to thank and also introduce
the
from
hundo mark.
97.1 News Talk. Make some noise for Annie Fry.
Well, welcome to Chaos Stadium. I know many of you have been here many times before. You've cheered on the K-Hawks many times before. I think maybe some of you have been here and cheered against the K-Hawks, maybe for the Warriors or the Indians. It's really important for people to understand that what we're trying to do today is advocate for local control. This isn't a red issue. It's not a blue issue. It is a red, white, and blue issue. And you guys are here today to reinforce that to those people, red and blue in Springfield, who have the opportunity to listen to what you have to say, all of the social media conversation that's been taking place about how you want to make these decisions yourself in your community. It will be your tax dollars that go to fix something that you hold very dear to yourself. And if you want to make sure that we protect that, being here is the first step. You need to contact your senator. It's already passed the Illinois State House. I'd like to invite real quick, right here in front, maybe over here to the side, if you are an elected state official right now, come up here because there are several representatives here from the State House. We have Amy Ellett, we have David Freeze, we have Kevin Schmidt. They've all voted against this already, and they're continuing to fight to protect these local mascots. So thank you to them. In the House, this bill had bipartisan dissension. Like I said, it's not a red-blue issue. We also have Senator Erica Harris, who's going to speak with you here in a minute. She's going to be talking about the vote that will be put in front of her. We also know that Senator Chris Belt, we've invited everybody in the local area, red or blue, to come out here. Katie Stewart voted against it in the House. Jay Hoffman voted against it in the House. And we also have Chris Belt, the senator, who said he would vote against it. They were not able to come, but they were invited. So we're going to get this going. We're going to keep this fast. We're going to get you home. First person we're going to listen to speak today is Collinsville student right here, hockey player, Eric Denny. Welcome, Eric, to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm a senior here at Collinsville High School, and today I want to talk about something that's more than just a symbol or a name on a scoreboard. It's about identity, pride, and tradition, and that's a K-Hawk. Let me start by saying this. We should always strive to listen, to learn, and to respect all cultures, especially those with a deep and rich history like that of Native American tribes. That respect, however, is exactly why I believe we should keep our mascot. Our mascot wasn't created out of mockery. It was chosen out of admiration. Native American warriors have been symbols of strength, courage, and resilience for many years. These values we try to live by on and off the field. When we wear that symbol, we're not just playing for a team, we're representing a legacy of perseverance and pride. And with Kokia Mounds, such an amazing and important part of this community, we honor them each and every day. For decades, this mascot has unified our community. It's in our chants, our yearbooks, our homecoming parades. It's part of our story, a story we've shared across generations. To remove it wouldn't just erase a logo, it would erase the memories and identities of what it's meant to be part of this school, this town, and this family. That said, we honor the Native American culture every day. If we keep our mascot, and we also continue to educate ourselves and others about the history and meaning behind it. We partner with Native voices while also addressing the names of the tribes whose imagery we wear. We make sure our actions match our words. This isn't about resisting change for the sake of tradition. It's about evolving that tradition in a way that honors everyone. Change can mean better understandings, not just removing symbols. And when we do that, we turn a mascot from a costume into a tribute. In conclusion, keeping our K-Hawk mascot isn't about clinging to the past. It's about carrying forward a legacy with integrity. We ask for the bill to be amended and to allow our district to partner with a federally recognized tribe. I leave you with a quote. Once a K-Hawk, always a K-Hawk.
Great job.
Hockey
It's good to
players
hear
are the
from the
best.
students right now and to be able to have that voice be a part of this, because this isn't about politics. It's about our communities, and we want to keep that going. Next, we're going to hear from Collinsville City Councilwoman. Welcome, Donna Green.
Good afternoon, and thank you for the honor to speak on behalf of our city leaders to defend what it means to be a K-Hawk. I'm Councilman Donna Green. Mayor Stamen could not be here today as he is away on a planned vacation. In Collinsville, we're known for the world's famous ketchup bottle, largest ketchup bottle, horseradish capital of the world, home of the Cahokia Mounds, World's Heritage Site, and for being K-Hawks. We're extremely proud of all of these titles. However, being a K-Hawk is more than a title. It is a way of life. It has been a way of life since 1926 and is modeled in a way that brings respect and honor to the Native Americans that lived in this area and calls us all now to be better. It calls us to model respect, honesty, integrity, compassion, to be caring, embrace diversity, to be welcoming and trustworthy. It also instills an attitude of courage, power, and bravery to our athletes, all of which would make the Native American tribes proud to be honored and remembered in this way. Those of us in elected positions have the ability to improve the lives of the residents we serve. There are times, however, when those in an elected position propose changes that do not seem to be founded on understanding and facts, and in fact, impact and burden the residents that we serve greatly. House Bill 1237, proposed by Senator Susie Glowiak Hilton, seems to be based on the lack of understanding of the respect and honor these mascots bring to the Native American tribes and the culture embraced by the communities that hold them so close. We are in fact keeping their history alive and bringing honor to them. So my call to action to all of you today, and to share this information to everyone you see and speak to, is to contact not only Senator Susie Glowiak Hilton, but all of those on this purple paper that was handed out. You all see it. I'm sure you all have one. And ask them to not bring the House Bill 1237 out of committee for a vote to the Senate. It is your right and your duty to hold those in public office accountable to those that they serve. So thank you, and let's save our mascots.
Thank you, Donna. Let's listen to another student, this time a Granite City Warrior. Let's welcome to the microphone, Yvette Rios.
Hello everyone, I'm Yvette Rios at Granite City High School and the current student body president. I stand here today to show you all how proud I am to be a warrior of Granite City. When Dr. Harris, the superintendent, came to me and asked if I wanted to speak today, I immediately said yes. Even though my time at GCHS is coming to an end, and even though many people have asked, why do I even care that the warrior mascot is being taken away? I care deeply. Granite City has been my home since I moved to the United States in 2013. It's the district that has shaped me. It's where the tireless teachers believed in me, supported me, and made me proud to be part of something bigger. Being a warrior is something every student looks forward to from the moment we start Coolidge as Braves. We watch the older kids and start to learn what it means to be part of this community. When we enter high school, we become warriors. For 4 years, we are taught, challenged, and prepared for life after high school. At GCHS, we are proud to say we're warriors as one. On Fridays, we were red. Our merchandise proudly said warriors, and our uniforms carry the Warriors logo on them. The warrior mascot honors the Native Americans who lived in this area before us. It stands for resilience, perseverance, and the strength that students and community and members of GCSD 9 strive to demonstrate every single day. Every student who starts off in Granite City Elementary dreams of ending their journey as a warrior. It's a tradition that's passed down through generations of families. This past week, I created a Google form and sent it to students to hear their voice about this situation. One of the questions I asked was, do you think the Warriors mascot is a tradition that represents Granite City? I received 450 responses. Some of the comments included, yes, we fight every day to make things better, whether in school or at home. Absolutely. Every time I stepped onto the soccer field, I wanted to show what it's being a warrior looks like through hard work and determination. Yes, I believe it represents and shows respect and appreciation for the people who inhabited our homes before us. The warrior can be seen as the highest level at achievement, and that's what we work at Granite City High School. So many of our students said that it is an honor to have the warrior name and mascot representing them. We aren't using the warrior name in a negative way. We honor those people who were here before us by proudly showing and representing what our city is. Granite City is often overlooked and spoken negatively about, but those people don't know how hard our students work, how much effort we put into our sports, and how when it comes to matters, we come together as one. We know what our school stands for, and we know how to strive to be a warrior. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity to speak today, and how we proudly say in Granite City, once a warrior, always a warrior.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Yvette. All right, let's get up to the microphone. Illinois State Senator Erica Harris.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. It is awesome seeing different schools all cheering for one another. How great does that feel? I'm your state senator, Erica Harris. I want to welcome you to K-Hawk Stadium and to the 56th district, which I am super proud to serve. As your state senator representing parts of Madison and St. Clair counties, I take great pride in honoring our school's histories and deep traditions that have shaped our communities. Like so many of you that are here today, I'm firmly opposed to House Bill 1237, which would force many of our schools to change their logos, their names, and to spend untold amounts of money to try and build new identities. If House Bill 1237 is called in the Senate, I'll be voting no on this bill. I am working to stop this legislation, but I can't do it alone, and we need your help to stop this. Senator Gloria Hilton has already filed to carry this legislation in the Senate, and that's why I would strongly encourage you to reach out to her office. Make your voices heard. We do not want another out-of-touch Chicago lawmaker to dump unfunded mandates on our students, our teachers, our families, and our school districts. Not only does this bill aim to erase traditions, it also puts schools across Illinois on the hook for millions of dollars. Money that we simply don't have. Our schools' budgets are already stretched thin. If you agree with me on this, scan the QR code on the posters around the stadium or flyers that we've handed out. You can also go online to senatorericaharris.com/school mascot petition. By signing this, we will keep you updated on this bill and give you tools and resources that you'll need to take further action on it as well. And we need your help to try and defeat this. So thank you for allowing me to be here today. Once again, I'm State Senator Erica Harris. It's an honor to serve you. Go K-Hawks, go Warriors.
All right, go Indians too. Let's bring up to the microphone Mascots Athletic Director Scott Battis.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for being here. Another sign of coming together, and it's unfortunate that at times we have to band together to stop something instead of root for something, but here we are. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Scott Battis, and I'm the athletic director at Mascots High School. I'm not just the athletic director. I'm a proud alum of the school, born and raised in Mascots. I walked the same halls, wore the same colors, and ran onto the field with the same pride that generations before me did and continue to do today. Like many of you, I grew up cheering for the Indians, our pride and our tradition. Today, we face outside pressure and legislation that tells us we need to change our mascot. I want to be clear. We hear those concerns. We respect the need for understanding and sensitivity, but we also know who we are. Our Indian mascot at Mascots is not a caricature. It's not a punchline. It represents our community's spirit, resilient, proud, and deeply rooted. It isn't at all about defiance. It's about our history. Our mascot was created with respect, not ridicule, and we worked hard to ensure that it honors the legacy and the culture that it's tied to. Erasing our mascot and anyone else's and the history that goes with it does not solve a problem. It erases part of who we are, who we honor, and what we all represent. We don't need to cancel tradition. We need to elevate it, educate through it, and show how symbols like ours and yours can inspire and not divide. We're not just fighting for a logo. We're standing for generations of students, community members, athletes, and families who gave their all, continue to give their all under these banners. And we're ready to work together to find a path that honors the past while making plenty of room for the future. So I ask all of you parents, students, alumni, neighbors, and friends to stand with us, speak out, and stand up, because this isn't just about a mascot, it's about community. It's about identity, and it's about pride. Instead of eradicating a logo and a tradition that's important to so many people, let's unite the rest of us with lessons in which they stand for and what all of our mascots and schools represent. Thank you very much.
Great words from Scott Battis, the Mascots Athletic Director. We've got Warriors still walking up. We've got Indians. We've got K-Hawks. We've got midgets here. We've got all different people who have heritage and tradition. And to speak on a wider level here as the Madison County Regional Superintendent, I'd like you to welcome Rob Warden.
Thank you very much. I had a lot more written, but as the speakers before me, I have been scratching stuff out right and left. I don't want to be here any longer than I have to, and I want to repeat this. The speakers have been awesome. You guys are beautiful. So I cannot do any better, and I'm going to try my best to reinforce the message that they have sent. My name is Rob Warden. I'm from the north end, Upper Prairie Town, and I'm the very north end of the county. This is the southern end of my county that I represent, but I represent all of Madison County. I know we've got guests here from different counties. Welcome. I'm so happy to see you here and engaged, and the crowd that's out there. You all are we have to do like Erica said, and take action, because we need to be heard in Springfield. They're talking about spending, in my estimate, $45 million of your taxpayer dollars. And that's a low estimate. I did some figuring earlier. The high end was over 180. This is nonsense when it should be a local control issue. You can better spend those dollars in your local school districts, right? This is truly one of the most bipartisan issues that I have dealt with in my 6 years in this job. I have spoken with Senators Belt and Harris. They're both against it, as they said today. But they can't do it alone. They need your help, and they need you to help spread the word. It really boils down to being heard and being respected. If you're from Native American ancestry and you believe that these mascots are an honor to your culture, you're not being heard and respected. You're being ignored. In order to be heard and respected, we must be respectful. It is a two-way street. You need to contact the folks in Springfield in a respectful way. Tell them that you have the backing of the Western Cherokee Nation. Tell them that you'd rather see that 45 million better spent on things that your students really need. Tell them you want to respect and honor the native cultures that are woven into our communities and cultures, especially as we speak in the shadow of the Cahokia Mountains, which should be a national park. I've been pushing for that for 3 years, so if anybody wants to help me on that, I would love to see it be a national park. Write, call, email, and tell them that you want local control. But most of all, be respectful. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you for letting me talk. Go, all of our teams that we mentioned.
Go us.
All right. Gosh, when you think about that much money, and we're all out here to support our schools, could your schools use that funding for something other than redoing the football field? I feel like usually we're arguing for different things, but here we are. Let's welcome to the microphone retired Granite City Superintendent Jim Greenwald.
Thank you very much. When Dr. Harris contacted me last week to speak based upon past practice, I was delighted to be here. Since the late 1920s, the Granite City Warriors have stood for nothing but honor, respect, and integrity. Never anything short of that. I'll go back to about 7 years ago when I received a phone call from Channel 4. And they said, Superintendent Greenwald, are you aware of the buildup to possibly put a bill in place to eliminate the Warriors, the K-Hawks, and the Indians, and anyone that has a logo such as you have with Native American Indians? I said, I've heard certain things about it. How can I help you? They said, we need to get you on camera right away. So I said, well, let's do this. Let's meet someplace halfway. And I'll never forget it. It was just like yesterday. I met Channel 4 for a live interview at the Starbucks on 157 in Collinsville. And a reporter really knew more about it than I did at the time. And they said, look, this is really something that certain legislators want to gain steam on. And I want to thank our local legislators for voting no against this, because as I always said, let's qualify what a true problem is and what a true problem isn't. And what we stand for as Warriors, Indians, and K-Hawks is not a problem at all. When I look at the millions of dollars that I really didn't realize, but once I listened to Superintendent Skurich from Collinsville on KMOX, changing the brand, changing uniforms, changing these beautiful scoreboards and jumbotrons, as mentioned by the other speakers today, money that can be spent elsewhere. They even told me, do you realize if you set up a meeting with a local American Native Indian chief, you might be able to put an end to this type of thing? I said, where are they? Are they in Omaha, Nebraska, Stillwater, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas? I'll pay my own way to go there to talk to them. Number one, to listen, and then also to share our reasons why, that we have stood for nothing but integrity, respect, and honor. It's my pleasure to be here today, and I certainly hope that the final episode and decision is no, so that we can remain Warriors, K-Hawks, and Indians. Thank you very much.
All right, let's stay in Granite City with the Warriors and welcome current Granite City Superintendent Don Harris.
Good afternoon, friends, colleagues, community members. I want to address a matter of significant importance to Granite City High School and our identity as the Warriors. For nearly a century, the image of the Warrior has been intertwined with our school's spirit, representing strength, courage, and an unwavering determination we strive to instill in our students. Now, with the proposed House Bill 1237 potentially impacting our cherished mascot, it's crucial that we articulate why local control in this decision is paramount and why the Granite City Warriors should be allowed to remain just that. Firstly, our Warrior identity is deeply ingrained into our local history and culture. This isn't a recent adoption. It's a tradition passed down through generations of Granite City students and families. It's woven into the fabric of our schools, songs, our athletic victories, and the collective memory of countless alumni. To suddenly erase this history would be to sever a tangible link to our past and diminish a shared sense of belonging. Secondly, for many of us, the term warrior is intended as a symbol of honor and respect. In our understanding, it embodies bravery, resilience, commitment to a cause that we admire. It's the way we encourage our students to approach challenges with fortitude and fight for their goals, much like the spirit we associate with a warrior. This interpretation within our local context is meant to be aspirational and positive. Thirdly, we believe in the power of local autonomy and understanding. We, the people of Granite City, are best positioned to understand the nuances of our community and the intent behind our school's traditions. A blanket mandate from state levels risks overlooking the specific context that deeply held sentiments within our district. Decisions that so intimately affect our school's identity should, we believe, be made by the local level where dialogue and understanding can truly shape the outcome. Furthermore, the financial implications of a forced rebranding are significant to our district. The visual presence of the warrior is widespread, from student apparel to athletic uniforms to signage and facility branding. The cost of replacing these items would divert crucial resources away from academic programs and student support services. Local control would allow us to consider these financial realities and make responsible decisions for our community. Finally, we must acknowledge the potential for disruption to our students and community. The warrior name and imagery are a source of pride and unity. A sudden change could lead to feelings of loss of disconnect among our students, alumni, and the wider Granite City community. Maintaining our identity as a warrior provides a sense of stability. In conclusion, our plea for local control is not about resisting change. It's about preserving our history, upholding our local understanding of respect, ensuring responsibility of resources, and maintaining the strong sense of community that Granite City Warriors represent. We believe that we, stakeholders of Granite City, are best equipped to make these decisions for ourselves. We ask that our voice be heard and our right to local determination be respected. Thank you.
Do you guys want to know what the blue score is? No. No? That's what I'm saying. If you don't want to know, close your eyes. Our side has this many, and their side has that many. Or maybe not. I don't know who you're cheering for. Good thing we're not playing the Chicago Blackhawks. Anyway, let's bring up to the microphone from Mascots High School, Principal Amy Kelly Johnson.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here today. My name is Amy Kelly Johnson, and I'm incredibly proud to serve as the principal of Mascots High School, and perhaps with even more honor, as I'm a 1992 graduate of MHS. Woo! Like so many others here today, I grew up wearing the Indian logo, and not just on my uniforms or printed in our yearbook pages, but held in my heart. Our town is named after the Mascouten tribe, so the Mascouten Indian logo represents who we are, where we come from, and what we stand for. This is not a coincidence or a branding choice. It's a heritage, a legacy. And as a school and community, we have made it our mission to not just carry that name, but to honor it with authentic respect. At Mascouten, we absolutely believe in the philosophy of educate, not eradicate. Our use of the Indian mascot is not a caricature or a symbol of the past. It is a living tribute supported by lessons, events, and community conversations that educate our students on Native American history and contributions. We do not use the Indian image lightly. Our logo tells a story, one we live out each day with pride, with intention, and with the deepest respect for what it represents. To take away this icon would take away the opportunity for our students and our families to continually pay tribute to the Native American origins of our community name and the heritage we so deeply honor. We hold ourselves to a very high expectation in the Mascots School District, and that high standard absolutely extends to how we honor and live out our connection to our Native American heritage. I invite anyone, legislators, community members, or those with any questions to come visit Mascots High School any day, spend time in our hallways, sit in our classrooms, attend our events, and speak with our students, staff, and community. What you will find is a district that carries the Indian name with a profound sense of duty and reverence. It's not symbolic, it is sincere, it is ongoing, and it is embedded in who we are. Our students learn in the classroom, perform on the stage, and compete on the field as proud Mascots Indians, driven by the values of strength, unity, and honor that our logo represents. We are not just tradition, we are education in action. Ultimately, and quite simply, what we and everyone here today are asking is to be trusted to continue honoring our past while educating for the future. That is it. So I will end today, as Eric and I did as well, and conclude. And the way I conclude every heartfelt Mascots High School commencement ceremony speech, assuring our graduates as we send them off to their next chapter in life with, once an Indian, always an Indian.
All right, we're going to wrap up here. I'm going to hand it over to Collinsville Superintendent. Very glad to have him help partner and put this together, Brad Skurich. Before I do, because I think I'm going to be done after I do this, I'm going to ask you to do a couple things here before you leave. Find somebody who goes to a school that you don't go to, take a picture, put it on social media and say, this is about something bigger than just our school district. This is about our voices and our heritage, and put that message out there. Contact your legislators and encourage them to hear your voice. Superintendent, Dr. Brad Skurich.
Good afternoon, and thank you for being here. I'm Superintendent Brad Skurich, and it's a privilege to work in the Collinsville School District. Before I begin, I'll remind everyone, if you have not signed the petition at the entrance to the facility, please do so with the class of 72 and the table they have set up, just as a reminder. Some of my remarks: our district, like many others, has been closely following the progress of House Bill 1237, and while we understand the intentions behind the legislation, we respectfully ask our lawmakers to also consider our perspective, our history, the values we work hard to instill in our students each and every day. At Collinsville, our mascot, the K-Hawk, is more than just a name or a logo. It's a source of pride. It's a symbol that represents a connection to our local history and our commitment to honoring and educating others about Native American culture. Right here in our community lies Cahokia Mounds, a state historic site, a 2,200-acre area preservation in the memory of the most sophisticated prehistoric native civilization north of Mexico. One of the largest cities in the world, in 1250 AD, Cahokia was the home to the Mississippians, an accomplished and advanced society whose influence and ingenuity are still recognized and celebrated today. Our students have the unique privilege of learning about this great civilization, not only in the classroom, but through visits to Cahokia Mounds. This provides a powerful firsthand experience that deepens the understanding and promotes respect for Native American culture and history. As it's currently written, House Bill 1237 does not include a provision that will allow all districts with this legislation to partner with a federally recognized tribe. While we ask our lawmakers to provide the opportunity for school districts to work with tribes in a culturally sensitive and collaborative way, currently that is not there. We've asked for that in the past, and it was in previous legislation. It is not, as it currently stands, would not be there today. And that is something that is just a simple amendment that could be added. But I will leave with a couple of points of how we became the K-Hawks. Our K-Hawk name was born almost a century ago in 1926 by the student newspaper asked students to submit ideas for a new mascot. A committee of coaches, team captains, selected the K-Hawks over other options such as the Panthers and Yellow Jackets, not because it was trendy, but it honored local history and cultural significance of our region. They documented in the yearbook, 100 years ago, they wrote, "Our new name signified the history of years ago, of the mound builders, whose efforts are still traceable Then again, the Indian is also a good athletic symbol. He signifies speed, courage, cunningness, power, and bravery. That legacy still lives in our halls and on our fields and in the hearts of our students. The K-Hawk is not a caricature. It is a symbol of strength, determination, and heritage we are proud to celebrate. It is the embodiment of what we call the K-Hawk way, a mindset rooted in education, resourcefulness, and pride. I'm going to close with a quote from Merle Pearson of the Western Cherokee Nation of Missouri and Arkansas in a letter that he shared with us. In a time when it seems people want to erase history and do away with the past, it makes us proud that you and your school want to keep history alive. We gladly endorse your use of the part of American Indian culture and history as a part of your school system. We ask only, as you go out using the K-Hawks as your symbol of strength and bravery, do it in such a way that the spirit of the Cahokia people would be proud. That's pretty powerful. And this is exactly what all of us strive to do. So as everyone has said here today, we're asking you, not only as you are here to do it individually, but ask those in your community or everyone you know to contact your elected officials in a respectful and professional manner. We can show that that can be done in our society, but do it in a respectful and professional manner, asking for the bill to not come out of committee, as others have said. But if it is going to, provide an amendment that allows all school districts local control and the opportunity to work with federally recognized tribes so that we can continue the use of our mascots and also educating our students on the cultural significance of Native American history. Thank you. We appreciate you being here today.
Once again, I want to thank everybody so much for coming on. Now we got to go out and make our voices heard, all right?
Notre Dame. I think this is the Council song, but I also remember hearing it.
I also want to thank all the speakers. I want to thank Andy Fry from News Talk 97.1 for helping put this together. Again, once again, all the
Which also
speakers
might be
who
somebody
spoke.
else's song too. I don't know.
Everyone who
But
made
I've heard that
signs.
this is the Council song, but I'm like, no, we always play this other thing. So, I don't know. Good turnout.
Yeah.
And the speakers were really good.
Yeah.
The students were great.
Great to see the students step up.
Man. So we'll probably, Brad, let's do some show prep here. Let's probably cut a couple of these things up for tomorrow.
Oh, thanks, Ryan. I'll make sure that I get in there and pull it all out.
The college superintendent had some really good stuff that I don't know how our audio will be from your camera. But,
Well, I'll find out today.
We'll find out today. But yeah, that'll be fun. And again, we're going to have fun tomorrow because it's not, well, we'll be talking about this maybe at the top of the show, but depending on where Annie's at, I don't know what tomorrow. We don't know what tomorrow's going to be like because Annie is leaving tonight to go to DC.
Setting up that.
And
way.
we're going to wrap up here and figure out that and what we're going to be doing for tomorrow for 3 hours. Live, just like right now.
All right. I'm going to see if I can't find some people to talk to, see where they're at on this.
Brad, so there's David Freeze right there.
Yeah, I'm going to go get some of the legislatures. I'm live streaming. Would you guys want to say something to Annie's audience? All right. Scoot all together so I can get you all in. All right. So this is Kevin Schmidt, left to right. Kevin Schmidt, David Freeze, and Amy Ellick. They're all state reps, and you guys voted how?
No.
You all voted no? So do you guys have any idea what's behind this?
It's a great question. We think it's just political correctness gone amok, virtue signaling to the nth degree. Yeah, the guy who ran the bill is out of Chicago, obviously. And the Blackhawks were referenced several times, and I would love to. So here's what happens. Every professional sport team in the state of Illinois at some point in time comes to the state legislature for funding some benefit to help build a new stadium. I want to see how he's going to vote the next time the Blackhawks come asking for money.
Asking for money. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to add?
Thanks for being here and keeping an eye on this. To all the folks who are here today, your voices absolutely matter. we are going to work on making sure this does not ever see the light of day in the Senate. So it is important what everybody did here today and what all you do out there. Thank you.
Kevin?
Contact your senators, because that's where it's heading. Yes,
All right.
You need to stop it there.
And then I am going to head around and try to find a QR code for you guys to see so that they can. Do you have one?
I don't have it on me.
They handed me one, and I don't know what I did.
It's in my pocket.
Okay. We're going to get a QR code. You guys can find more information. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So here's the QR code. And you can screenshot that or whatever, and it'll get you to the petition. Or you can go to SenatorEricaHarris.com. That's Harris with 2 S's. All right, guys. I think we're going to wrap it up here. Might go get Annie before we go. And then thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us.
Right where the middle school is. What are we talking about? I don't know.
So who you ask? His name was Joe.
Let's get a good sign over here.
Why? There's no sign that says
I'm about ready to wrap this up. So this is a beautiful football field too. All right, guys, I'll see y'all later. Talk to y'all tomorrow.